We are now going to see the IT part of it. So this is applicable for the branches where we have the IT1. So we can have the salary components. So we can say the allowance, what is the limit, what is the percentage, what is the tax ceiling, whether a document is required or not, from when the calculation is calculated, okay, whether the type is income or a deduction. Okay, so here we can say there are which salary components are applicable here and which salary components are not applicable. So we can select whether this particular components are applicable for regular income, which are all taken for tax, and which are which for the conveyance, which are all the tax that is applicable, which are all the tax that is not applicable here. So we can save and close it. Similarly, the not applicable. So what are all the components that is not applicable as compliant as conveyance? So that can be saved here. And this is a slab, IT slab, where we say like from this amount to this amount, if the income is from this amount to this amount, then the tax percentage is this. Similarly, we can have different slabs. The slab, we can have a separate slab range for male and female. This is for the income tax. So next we are going to see the IT documents. Here we specified the document required as yes. So what happens when you go for the IT documents? So we can, to add the document here, so we'll have to specify a particular employee, and you can do a search where for this particular thing, the limit that we have added in the components will be appearing here. Then a document appeared, we can add the document here by clicking on to the add document screen. So I click on to the add document. So I get the documentation. I can say document reference, document description, and I can do an add. So this is for like any conveyance. For that, if they has got any conveyance documents for the conveyance, supporting the conveyance allowance, then they can add the document here. So similarly, for every components that is there, they can add the documents here. Next we are going to see the professional tax. So we can select for the zone, for the branch. So we will say if this amount is from 25,000 to 50,000, what will be the professional tax? So this is professional tax for the year. So once for the year, when we are adding it there, then it will be divided by 12 and it will be treated as an individual, depending upon how the professional tax range we are going to calculate in the salary. So the professional tax will be added into the system. So this is professional tax calculation. So next, for the PF and other benefits, we'll be able to see the profile here. We'll have to take up a Bangalore employee. So we'll open a employee in the update mode to see the PF and DSI details. So it will be there on the benefits tab. So we'll know if we have the PF eligibility yes or no. If the PF eligibility is no, there will not be any PF details that will be occurring. The ESI eligibility yes, so the ESI details will be coming. This is the ESI number, dispensary number, and what is the ESI deduction, ESI join date, like that you can have. If the PF is yes, then we'll have the PF deduction type from which we have to add what is the PF number, and if it is a previous PVF number which has been continued from the previous employer, then we can have the PF employer also. Then PF joining date, and whether EPF is there and VPF is there. So all these details we can add the contribution here. So this PF ESI details, it will be added here. So when an employee payslip is generated, so the PF and ESI, whichever is applicable for this particular employee, the amount will be deducted from the payslip. So it will be shown into the deductions. So when the salary is processed, this value is also be added into the system.